General information for chemistry. Chemistry is made into four parts: physical, inorganic, and organic chemistry, and one more branch of chemistry called as analytical chemistry. What is organic chemistry? It deals with organic compounds, that is, carbon containing compounds. Methane, methanol, alcohol, aldehydes, carboxylic acids, all these are examples of organic compounds. Inorganic compounds, all compounds which are not organic, they are all inorganic, and a study of such compounds and their properties is called as inorganic chemistry. Right, examples of inorganic compounds of great significance are nitric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid. You can have various compounds which are not organic, but they are very important, like ammonia, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide. Study of all such is called as inorganic chemistry. Then physical chemistry is that branch of chemistry which deals with chemical calculations. Now this chemical calculations will definitely involve a balance reaction, and that balance reaction will be either of organic chemistry or it can be of inorganic chemistry. Now if you are dealing with calculations, then they are popularly called as numericals. We don't use the word problems, we use the word numericals. If you are unable to solve, then you can call that as numerical problem of your life. Then there is one more branch of chemistry called as analytical chemistry. Analytical chemistry is that branch of chemistry which deals with calculations. Not calculations, measurements, to be very correct. It deals with measurements. So if you're doing any type of a measurements in a chemistry lab, then that branch of chemistry is called as analytical chemistry. So whether you deal with measurements or you deal with experimental setup, how to set up an experiment so that you can do measurements, if you're dealing with that branch of chemistry, then that branch of chemistry is called as analytical chemistry. Very less amount of this chemistry will be dealt in our 11th standard and 12th standard syllabus. Our more focus and their logic will be physical, inorganic, and organic chemistry. Now, inorganic chemistry is made up of how many chapters? Periodic table, redox reaction, which deals with oxidation number, hydrogen and S block elements, their studies. P block is made up of group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right, in 11th standard we will learn 13 and 14. Nature of chemical bond, where you will deal with various types of bond: ionic bond, covalent bond, coordinate bond, metallic bond, hydrogen bonding, and concepts like hybridization, molecular orbital theory, and so on. So there are 5 chapters for inorganic chemistry. Then chapters for organic chemistry are hydrocarbons, where you learn alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, aromatic compounds. All this make up hydrocarbon. If you want, you can remember them as a separate chapter, or you can compile and learn as a hydrocarbon. There's one more section for organic chemistry called as basic principles and techniques. In basic principle and techniques, you will not only learn about basics associated with organic chemistry, but also some part of general organic chemistry. General organic chemistry, some part, will be dealt in basic principles and techniques. More and higher part of general organic chemistry will be taught after you learn hydrocarbons. Physical chemistry, where you will be dealing with naturally formulae and their numericals. The first chapter is some basic concept. Although the chapter gets the name as some basic concept, but you don't learn some, you learn many. So chapter made up of many concepts is called as some basic concepts. Then states of matter. In 11th standard you learn gaseous state. Liquid state will be learned to a certain extent in physics, and in certain extent in a chapter called as solution, and solid state is a separate chapter in 12th standard. Structure of atom, right, where you learn about Bohr's theory, quantum numbers, electronic configuration, and so on. Surface chemistry, where more emphasis will be given to adsorption and adsorption related phenomenon. And one unique and a new chapter altogether, chemical equilibrium. So, 5 chapters in physical chemistry, 5 chapters in inorganic chemistry, and 2 chapters of organic chemistry is what is your main focus on. There are certain chapters of analytical chemistry also in our syllabus. If you include all that, then our chapter syllabus involves 15 chapters in 11th standard. Then today we'll be learning with some basic concept. In some basic concept, how many concepts are there? We are going to deal in this logic. First part, mole concept. We'll be learning first mole concept. Then we'll learn stoichiometry. What is stoichiometry? If you are dealing with chemical reactions and calculations associated with chemical reactions, naturally balanced chemical reaction, then it is called as stoichiometry. Right? Higher part of stoichiometry called as limiting reagent, molecular formula and empirical formula, atomic mass, relative atomic mass, gram atomic mass, and a concept of a gram atom. Similar to atomic mass, we have molecular mass, relative molecular mass, gram molecular mass, gram molecule, and gram mole. That is what we have. 6. 7. Average atomic mass, average molecular mass, and so on. And in the end, we will be doing with laws of chemical combination, where we learn law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportion, law of multiple proportion, law of reciprocal proportion, and so on. Now, all this we'll call it as, alright, some basic concept ka first part. There is another part also of some basic concept, but this will be called as first part of some basic concept. The second part of some basic concept is not there much in detail in our syllabus, but is required from MCQ perspective. Second part, you can remember in that part we learn equivalent mass, concept of molarity, concept of mole fraction, concept of normality, and how to solve numericals by using concept of equivalence. That all we'll be learning.